Hello, welcome to X-Men Month. I'm your host Justin. Today we're reviewing X-Men with Great Power, written by not Chris Claremont, Victor Gischler, right? This is the second volume of Victor Gischler's run from 2011. We reviewed the first volume for Halloween month last year, which is called X-Men: Curse of the Mutants, right? This volume collects issues 7 through 11 of X-Men, the 2011 run, and has art by Chris Bachalo for issues 7 through 10. But on issue 11, you have art by Al Barrinovo, however you pronounce the name. Also, Paco Medina helped on issue 10, right? And you got cool covers by Terry and Rachel Dodson. Was not a fan of their artwork that they did for Teen Titans Earth 1, which we will review that at some point on this channel. I've had those. I had those two volumes on my backlog for a while now. Yeah, so let's go over the art. The story for this volume. So if you haven't watched my X-Men Curse of the Mutants video, you might want to watch that again. But for people who don't know, this takes place in San Francisco. The X-Men, which is led by Cyclops, is trying to make the X-Men look like superheroes again. They're no longer trying to trying to engage in like anti-mutant, human hostilities, conflicts, which is in a lot of X-Men books. This is that's what I really like about the Victor Gischler run on X-Men, is that he just makes them come up. He just wants to write a superhero book. He's not trying to write like a allegory political book that a lot of X-Men writers, do, right? So yeah, so it starts off where you see like several of the X-Men saving people, fighting crime. You got this funny scene where these clowns rob a bank, which obviously this is like reminiscent of this is referencing the Dark Knight, right? The Christopher Nolan movie, where you have you see a bald Colossus stop the bank robbers. You see this hostage situation where Wolverine shows up, right? So yeah, Cyclops hired this PR firm to try to make the X-Men look like superheroes again, right? And yeah, he just after a while, he decides, after talking with Cypher, Cypher made this fancy computer algorithm to find crimes and stuff, and they hear about people disappearing in the sewers or whatever. There's lizard monsters in the sewers, right? So Cyclops sends Emma Frost and the X-Men to go and investigate. And on the team you have Storm, Gambit, Wolverine, obviously Emma Frost, who does not like being in the sewers, right? While they're there, they run into Spider-Man, right? They run into Spider-Man, which I really love this version of Spider-Man. He just comes off as super annoying, and he's trolling like Logan, trolling Emma Frost, right? Man, Victor Gischler, they should have had Victor Gischler write like Deadpool, man. Sorry, not Deadpool. They did do that. They should have had him write Spider-Man, right? Yeah. So here you see an alternate cover, and he tells them, hey, that that Kurt Connors is down here somewhere, and he's causing. He apparently Kurt Connors can turn people into lizards just with his brainwaves, right? But it turns out it's not just that. You get this side story about this nerd who this asshole nerd who's playing like some kind of MMORPG, who's like super antisocial to the point where like his party members kill him because he's an asshole, right? And he gets PK'd, right? And it turns out you have a lot of the kids that have gone missing in the sewers, right, are like social outcasts, right? And then social outcasts that get kidnapped, get lured into like, you know, an abandoned building online through a forum for like social outcasts, and they get kidnapped by this lizard monster who turns out is the henchman of Dark Beast, right? Who has captured Kirk Connors, right? Here's the kidnapped kids. I'm going to show you Dark Beast. Where's a good picture of him? Dark Beast is a pretty cool character. Okay, you can kind of see him there. For the people who don't know who Dark Beast is, he's basically like an evil version of Henry McCoy, right? Who after finding like Kirk Connors, decided to experiment and turn people into lizard monsters just for fun, and he's able to turn like the X-Men into lizard monsters, except for Emma Frost because of her diamond form. So you have a team up with Emma Frost and Spider-Man while they go in, like, you know, rescue the X-Men, who can still use their powers in their lizard forms, right? And then they eventually, you know, stop, you know, Dark Beast and rescue the kids, which is a huge PR win for Cyclops. So the last story is which you got this cool cover here, is for people who didn't read the first volume, you know, you had the thing where like the X-Men fought vampires. Jubilee was turned into a vampire, and they're trying to cheer her up by having this birthday party for her. But like, you know, Jubilee wants none of that, right? So Professor Xavier, who can walk, goes to talk to Jubilee and tells her a story of how when he was young, he went to Africa to hunt down what he thought was mutants in Africa, because he saw a photo in National Geographic of a strung up elephant, right? So he thinks it was caused by a mutant. He goes there only to find out it was vampires, right? And this Asian vampire. And then, like, you know, he finds out, oh, yeah, the Asian vampire. Like, he finds out that basically, oh, not all vampires are bad guys, basically, right? Even though this vampire is going around killing exotic animals, right? You can't, like, a deer is not good enough for you. You have to kill, like, a zebra, a gorilla. What else was over there? Like, elephants, man. But whatever, that's the whole point of this story. And it was a pretty cool story, right? Yeah, so what do I think about this graphic novel? One, because of, for people to know, Victor Gischler is known for his comedic writing. So having a more cartoonish art style works for his, like, you know, writing style and the kind of stories he wants to write, right? Which I thought a lot of the jokes were funny. The dialogue was snappy. I love the Spider-Man's banter with, like, Emma Frost. Emma Frost was written beautifully, though I felt like he didn't really get down, like, Gambit's personality that well in dialogue. Like, Gambit didn't really sound like himself. But overall, I thought the dialogue was good. The art was cool, right? If I had, like, one critique, it was... it was that basically, you know, would have been nice if somebody would have explained, okay, who the fuck is Dark Beast? Because this is like the first time I've ever saw him, right? And the only explanation we get, oh great, it's the evil Hank McCoy. Which Dark Beast was a pretty cool villain. I loved his dialogue, right? He was basically like this happy-go-lucky like evil scientist, right? Man, yeah. Like I said, if you're a fan, if you're one of those people who are interested in X-Men but like hate all the dark, moody, like crap that they're going through, read Victor Gischler's X-Men run, which, as far as I know, there was only like 2 volumes, but like maybe look it up. Maybe there were more, but like yeah, uh, Victor Gischler on X-Men was a pretty good choice. I wonder if it got canceled because of low sales or something. Yeah, because his Deadpool core series also got canceled because of low sales, and Deadpool core was an excellent series, man, and I'm going to review those volumes at some point. I can't review Merc with a Mouth because I lent that to a friend, and I never got that back, which sucks because Deadpool Core is a sequel to Merc with a Mouth. Yeah. But yeah, we'll get to that at some point. Yeah. So yeah, that was it for this review for X-Men Month. If I were to give this a rating, I would say it's a solid 7 out of 10. Great book. Would have been nice if it was also, one complaint is it was only 5 issues. Would have been nice if it was 6, but you know, it is what it is. So for our next X-Men Month review, we're reviewing another Chris Claremont book. We're reviewing Uncanny X-Men, The New Age on Ice. So make sure to look forward to that. We're going to be doing X-Men Month reviews daily until we finish up all of the X-Men graphic novels I wanted to review for X-Men Month, or we run out of time, which, you know, X-Men Month ends on July 1st, whether or not I review all my X-Men books, right? Which I'm not reviewing all my X-Men books, I had a stack that I wanted to review for X-Men Month, right? So yeah, that's it for this video, guys.